and I saw a pattern. And I think it's part of the human condition that unless our brain knows we're safe, we do not take a step forward. But the reality is that when you take a step forward, whether you're aware of the direction or not, you will get a feedback from your world, from your reality, that will indicate whether you are stepping in the right direction or not. So instead of getting stuck, instead of overthinking, which will make you spiral down the rabbit hole, you actually need to act, to take a step. I very often use the example of when you're not really sure whether to dive in or not, if the water in the pool is too cold or too hot. You dangle a foot, but you need to dangle a foot. You need to jump in, otherwise you don't really know. So it's the action that makes things happen. And if it is the wrong step, you can always modulate your plan, your whatever you want to call it, your strategy, whatever it is that you're doing. And very often, the second important point is letting go of what you really want. Because if you're holding onto a certain expectation, you're only setting yourself up for disappointment, for loathing yourself, for feeling guilty, not acting the one way or another, not having said one thing or another. But when you take the pressure off and you just sit back and you observe without judgment, we call that in holistic therapy the benign observer. When you observe benignly, without putting labels on, without saying, I don't know, I had bad parents, I'm an abused person, I can't trust anyone. The minute you put a label on, the minute you've boxed yourself, and it's a lot of work to come out of that box. However,